Hey Sam. Um, you don't have to enable downloads. You can though.
Sam.
You don't have to enable downloads. You can though.
Sam.
You don't have to enable downloads. Going on, pasta? How's everyone night? We'll wait a few minutes, let people get in here, and then we'll go from there. Meantime, I'm opening up a crash live set. Everyone put their downloads on. Hope Ableton opens up. Let it crash. First time submitting something feedback, so it's fun. I'm excited for you, man. See you posting in Discord and on the YouTube videos, so excited to see what you're doing and how I can help and whatnot. You guys want to see this marvelous trick of Ableton crash again? Is my mic sound good as far as like volume and all that stuff? Or and can you guys hear the fan in the back? You guys can hear the fan that I will. Yes and no. It's no fan? Okay, good. Because it's hot as fuck in here. Mic sounding good. Oh, this crashes real quick. Right, and up real quick in the meantime. On okay, so boom, that one up. Yes. You put downloads on? Press errand or beats. That one. That one looks like. Here, play some music so we can hear it if it's good. Oh, okay, yeah. Here. I haven't logged into my SoundCloud. I never use. Oh. How's that sound compared to my voice? That sounds hella loud to me. So I don't know if it's super loud for you guys. Invite invalid. Did you use the one off of Mouthful? What platform did you use on? Sounds trash. It was wasted literally. It sounds good. Okay, I just need to turn it. I'm gonna turn you guys up a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down. It was. I guess I will be in Ableton. But I'm sorry, you're gonna have to. That's gonna be too. Am I dumb? Is that too loud now? Okay. If all right, we'll start here in just a second. Mouthful, if you tell me your Discord ID, then you can send it to me on Instagram or on here if you want, and I'll send a personal invite so you can join the server. Okay. Fresh it. So everyone should be good. Let me. That's mine. All right. So is Slow Mo? Are you here? I guess while I'm doing this, we put on, I don't know, in the background. I don't know if it's gonna go. They're at work currently. Okay, all right, we'll come back to them. All right. Oh, we're done crashing, Ableton. Yeah, Blue Pill has some fire vocals. Right. Is Dirty Beats in here? He just joined Gridlock, so I know he's gonna be open to doing more stuff here soon. Yeah. All right. Is your track 150? $25. All right. So, in case anyone's new or never seen my feedback style before, what I like to do is I will generally listen all the way through and then give objective feedback, what I think could actually improve mix wise, or certain things that I think are kind of fundamental. And then I have subjective, like what more so my style or what I think would do better personally. And that's kind of how I go about my feedback. So for anyone, did you guys wait? Did you all wait? You both? Is there two slow mo tracks? Oh, Resurgences. Okay. I say, did you both send me the collab? Okay, cool. All right. And then whoever who named theirs V1 collab? Who is this? Right. If you're in chat, tell me who this is. I don't know. I mean, I can go back and download them all again and figure out which one, but if you're in here, let me know. Let's start with Dirty Beats, Apex 01. Let's get it. Turn down just a little bit.
Fuck you mean?
Just pulled it up. Oh, whoops. Get it. It's free. Span is free. I only have the free version.
Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean?
Yo, all right. Pretty beats. Sounds dope so far. Solid first one to go with. As you mentioned beforehand in your thing, you love your long intros. I think this is fine if it's really building over time. For example, Island by Wooly and Trifecta, everyone knows that. It's a very long time before you get to the drop, but it's ever evolving vocals, new synths, all that stuff. I think in your instance, like we have like this kind of like rhythm tear out start, right? Where it's kind of dark and overall kind of grimy, right?
Fuck you mean?
We have this Reese, which also your Reese is pretty wide. If you hear the difference here. I'm just flipping it to mono in my master. It's losing a lot of its high and grit. So maybe if you can pull your Reese in slightly and distort it that way, or even bring up your mids a little bit and then gain stage down to compensate for all that, I think that would be a really good way of going about it. But I think it can be definitely shortened, you know. Like I think this could be like your intro here. Like you don't need all that extra stuff. Okay, for sure. I think I did use wider on it. Yeah, for sure. You know, as I always preach with Span, you can always see if it's phasing. The way I set it up, I think it's traditionally like green. I just hate green. I think blue looks smoother, so that's the only difference I do with mine. But you can definitely tell, and I think if you just visually just putting on your span on your master, or not span, your utility, and you can just, like I was routing my mono button to Y, and you can just flip through your mix. If something sounds like it's drastically thinning out, then it's probably too wide because we still want it mono compatible. Not everything needs to be mono compatible, but like if it's your main sense or something that's going to be up front, it should be. Effects and all that, layering that's kind of its own ordeal. Doesn't really necessarily, it's more like ear candy and stuff. So that's one thing I had. I think actually Travis brought this up as well, is that your basses need a little more layering in here. So I think it could just sound fuller. Now, this doesn't necessarily just keep adding stuff and make it distort. Like, add it together, bring down the volume, compress them together, at least like your chug, your rhythmic da 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 da. You could add something more tonal. I think that would really help it as well. Your drums are very loud and like they smack. Oh, too loud. Especially your snare sounds like it has some mud, and I don't know if it's getting side. See how the sub from the kick there? I don't know if you're layering your kick with it or exactly what it is, but definitely just you don't need low end in your snare clap. You know, you cut it at 100, personally, and you could probably pull them down and maybe not compress them. I don't know if you're compressing or how it's being routed, but more transient and less like blown out, I guess. If that makes sense. I really like the build. The second build is really good as well. Subjectively, I think maybe you could put some more movement in there. Maybe even like some type of glitch or something. I don't know.
This is
Maybe like resample some like one of these or something. I don't know. I really don't have that many. You could do something with some crazy movement. I think that would be really cool. Once again, subjective there. This part sounds fun. If we look at your lufts and your drop, you're roughly around like -6 to 7, and your build is much louder. So what you could do, if you don't want to go in through the mix and all that, is you could actually utility gain it down, which is one thing I have on my own master, which you can real quick. Let me just have it lower than what your drop is, and then once it goes through the compression, it'll be louder. So down by how much? I mean, it shouldn't. I don't think it should be within like a luff of your drop personally. Um, your kicks should be turned down at least. They should at least be like a dB to 3 dB quieter. Yeah, William, you can just through Discord, absolutely. But turn it down like a dB to 3 dB, at least a kick. The overall build, it should be down. I don't know, at least a luff in my opinion. It should never be louder. Was actually 2 L. The ratio, so this is low end control. All it is just controls your sub. So all this is doing is just controlling this. I control how much it distorts. And this is how the ratio of how aggressive it is. So this helps just prevent me blowing out my sub or my kick first in my mix. Just kind of a precaution thing, because I do push my drums and sub quite hard. Yeah, if you don't have Swiss Army meter, it's GOAT. If you don't have that, you have loud. Another free one is Ulean meter. I think everyone has that, and you can check in your. Which we're looking for short-term lufts for the most part, and then you can do integrated. See, short-term integrated. Same thing you can get from this free one as well. It also has do so much more if you wanted. You can hear true peak, So Ulean is a great free option as well. Ulean is good too. Yeah. And then so a couple other notes is your second drop goes for a while, right? Oops, I apologize. So you start roughly here and it goes pretty much here. I mean, you got like a minute and 20 seconds of a drop. You should do like 16 bars, 32 max. And one thing I was noticing is you brought your effects in towards the end. And it's very loud. Like all that in the background's way too loud. Needs to be pulled down a little bit or quite a bit. And shouldn't interfere. And then you should also change your motif. If you're going for a longer drop, you should like switch up like da 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 da. Maybe you can make it go up an octave. Maybe it's now da 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 ba ba da da da. Just change up the flow because it's gonna get very stale very quick. And especially nowadays in current like dubstep meta and all that stuff, like the average listener only really listens like 16 bars. It's why like 32 bars in America really come like very uncommon in live shows because it people's interests. I mean, just think of like YouTube content versus TikTok. People want to scroll and watch those 30-second clips. No one wants to sit there and watch a 10-minute video, right? So just kind of understanding that and applying it. Now, if you don't care about that and this is for you and you like it that way, do whatever. It's your art, you know, and you should make it for you and if other people vibe with it. Um, and let's see here what else we got. The background effects are too loud. Second drop, drums are very loud. 240 as well. I think it just comes from all the it was when your effects came in, it just added a lot of mud. So turning that down and making sure you're having nothing compete with your sub. Your sub should only have that real estate and your kick, obviously, but nothing else. Make sure you're cutting it out. And even on like your ARP kind of kind of like falling bass, just see where its lowest root note is. So when it spikes, say it's like, I don't know, 400, 600, you don't need anything below that. So you can EQ all that out. And that just helps when you push your master louder. So overall, really cool track. And I think you did great. If I didn't answer any questions or anything you wanted specifically about it, please let me know. And I can give you more detailed info and always submit it for more feedback as well. So dirty beats, everyone. And I'm gonna do this. What's it? Am I blind? There it is. I'm gonna put everyone. Hold up. Go over here. I do it this way. Dirty beats, everyone. Go give them a follow. And keep killing it, dude. Next up, we have Matalike. Is Matalike in here? I'm sorry if I butcher any names, by the way. Yeah, okay, Matalike's in here. What? Maybe hold up. Let me do. Give me 1 second. Let me update. If we're doing it based on, I'm assuming you guys are using YouTube, so let me just update the link real quick. Sorry, give me just 1 second. That's not what I wanted. Facebook. Okay, try if you're on YouTube, try the edited link I put on there and let me know if you can get in. Okay. Matalike. Did I say it right, by the way? Try to post link, but YouTube. Wait, what? It did? The audacity. I'm not sure. Hold on, I'm looking real quick. It didn't flag it or anything on my end. It's not very cash money. Here, actually, I can just put it in chat. There we go. Let's just try. I don't know why I'm making this harder. Sorry, guys. I'm not a streamer. Okay. All right. Let's get back in. Demise version 3. This 150, by the way. That is my master. Good. Another 150 warrior. We love. Are you only hearing it in mono? Are you not hearing it when I'm switching back and forth? Sorry to cut off the track. You got hold up. Let me I'll flip it real quick and let me know if you guys hear the difference. Anything? If so. Yep. Wait, yep as in no or no as in yep? That's the most Midwestern thing ever to say. No. You're not hearing the switch. Wow, okay. Interesting. Okay, so I guess I don't think it's in. Maybe hold up. Let me check one thing real quick before we. Oh, I can do it in stereo. I'm gonna have to restart the stream. What do you guys think? I think it's worth it though. I think you guys should get the experience in stereo. You guys let me know. Worth it. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna restart it. Okay. So give me just 1 second and I'll pop it back up. In the